Okay, here we go. We're gonna see how fast we can do this. Hopefully I'll have some time to play some drums. Anyways, notice and wonder, circle, circle, circle. So this problem is designed for you to just take a look at the figure, write down, what do you notice? What do you wonder? I'm gonna go turn the lights on. These are the tools you're gonna need for this problem. And what do you notice? What do you wonder? I'm gonna go turn the lights on. Okay, here we go. Well, I noticed a few things. I noticed a circle, a circle, a circle, a circle, 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 circle. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 circles. So I notice 7 circles. I notice 6 plus the center. I notice 6 points. Keyword, intersecting. So each of those points is at an intersection point of circles. Notice that. Saw some people talk about the flower here in the middle. Now, what do you wonder? Well, a lot of people said, what do those points represent? So that point, that point, that point, that point, that point, and that point will all be the vertices of the regular hexagon. And we learned about regular hexagons last class. So anyway, first problem, notice, wonder, get some practice just looking at an image, observing it, and then you just write. Pretty easy. Really helpful too. Okay, let's look at 4.2. So here is a straight edge, like a ruler, and a compass, that's to draw for circles. And it's a construction, which means like you start from nothing, so you just build this here. And this is your regular hexagon, like so, inscribed in a circle. So inscribed, so it's within a circle with every single point touching the outside of the circle. And they say it's just before the very last step of connecting the dots. Okay, so again, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 points. And they say to use your ruler or straight edge to draw at least 2 polygons. Now, here are some polygons. There's a 3-sided polygon. There's 4. 5. Think of a home plate in baseball. How about a 6er? Oh, that's the hexagon. So a 3 is a triangle. 4, quadrilateral. That could be a square. Rectangle. Could even do a trapezoid. 5, pentagon. and 6 hexagon. Okay, so we've got to draw with these points 2 polygons, and then write 2 conjectures. Now, if there's ever a word that you don't know the meaning of, see if it's back here first. There it is. Conjecture. A conjecture is a reasonable guess that you're trying to either prove or disprove. So let's talk about some synonyms. So a synonym for a conjecture, think science class. How about a hypothesis? It's very similar to like a hypothesis in the science classroom. Pretty easy stuff. It's just basically a guess, reasonable or educated guess that you're trying to prove, essentially. Big part of geometry. So, let's start with a triangle. I'm just going to draw this one here. And then they want us to lightly shade in that triangle. So, there we go. Hang on, somebody's knocking at my door. But anyway, there's one. Be right back. Okay. Take tight, I'm filming. Huh? I'm just filming a video.
Shit, I'm sorry.
You're good. No sweat. I'll see you next class. Study those cool downs.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, so there's my shaded polygon. I chose a triangle. Now, what's a good conjecture? Well, this looks to me like a all sides same length. That would be one example. Now, you could have drawn like this rectangle here, and they told you to use a compass and a straight edge, so you got to just make sure to follow their directions. So now we're looking at a rectangle here. So drew a rectangle. Now my conjecture is that there are 4 right angles. I think we have 2 pairs of opposite sides with the same length. So that and that, and then this and this. You could also say 2 pairs opposite sides parallel. So there's a lot of things you could say. But anyway, your goal on this is just to use these 6 vertices of the hexagon to draw some different shapes, and then come up with some conjectures. And again, conjecture, educated guess. Okay. 4.3. Use straight edge and compass moves to construct at least 2 equilateral triangles of different sizes. So equilateral triangle, this is a hand-drawn one. This is what you don't want to do. But if you just go like that, that's not good enough. But this is what an equilateral triangle means. It means that the sides have the same length and the angles have the same measure. And specifically, you're going to find out that it's 60, 60, and 60. So equilateral triangle, 60, 60, 60, sides are all the same length. But how do we do it with a straight edge and a compass? That's the real way to do it. So let me show you. Start by drawing a point. So step one, draw a point. Step two is build a circle with the point as the center. So it doesn't really matter what size you build, but I'm just gonna go with this length. So here we go. So you just use the sharp point, put it right on that point, and then just draw the circle that you have on your, you're gonna use your compass to draw a circle. Okay, step 1 and 2, done. The third step is pick any point on the circle. Let's just label it, let's label it J. All right, there's J. Now, next one is build a circle, same size, center J. Same size, which means just leave the compass as is, how you had it set originally. Just draw another circle. There we go. Steady the camera. There we go. All right. Now, mark intersection points. So there's one. There's one. Step 6 is keep drawing new circles until there are 6 points. So keep drawing new circles until there are 6 points. So we got 1, 2, 3. We're gonna need a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th. So you just keep drawing circles until you have 6. So there's 1. There's another one. Or arcs. All you need is the intersection point. You don't need the whole circle. There's my last one right there. Now, we have to go every other. So label every other point. So not that one, but every other. And why don't we call this D? D, and then skip that one, and then label this one. And we'll just say that's F. So we got J, we got D, and we got F. Next up, connect the dots. There's our first, so triangle JDF is an equilateral triangle. That's the equilateral triangle. construction. Now let's look at this one. We started here, so let's call that A. The other one you can do is these little ones. Now, you'll notice radius, radius, radius. We got these same lengths because they are all the same radius of two circles that share a radius. So therefore, these two are equilateral triangles. If you want to shade one of them in to make it clearer, all for that. That always helps add some color. Color between the lines, it's actually very therapeutic. If you ever need to like relax, like try coloring. I do it all the time just to calm myself down. So anyway, there's an equilateral triangle. Here's one over here. I'll even go lighter so it's easier to tell them apart. So both the light red and darker red triangles are equilateral triangles. 16 minutes. I'm gonna set myself a 3-minute timer. See how I do on drums, and then we'll call it a day. Alright, that was fun. Really bad, but fun. Have a good day. Enjoy your life.